AJ, talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic. 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 I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come with me. You ain't came with me. Let's go looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fridge. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave.
Yeah, let's get focused. Yeah. Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and I got another great live show for y'all today. I feel amazing. I hope y'all feel the same, man. Got another great live show for y'all today. So actually, we got a reaction video today. We got a TikTok question of the day. Then we got a regular question of the day. And we got a code language conversation. And it's Friday. So we also have our freestyle reaction as well, coming from TikTok also. So we got some wood we got to chop, chat. We got some wood we got to chop. I hope y'all feel good. Let me shoot this out on the IG real quick, man. Chat 333 gonna follow Classic. Yeah, y'all finna see me have to catch a body. It's a fly in the studio. There is a fly in the studio. Y'all about to see me have to catch a homie, man. No puffy. Hey, listen. All content is for alleged and for entertainment purposes and for the sake of content creation. All content is alleged and for entertainment purposes and for the sake of content creation. Today, the first reaction video we going to is actually going to be with Anton Daniels. He's him and the After Hours crew covered a topic Ray J actually discussed with regards to women not liking their husbands anymore. So I didn't pay any attention to this. I think I had this on, but I didn't really pay attention to it. So this will be an authentic reaction, chat. I haven't really watched this or absorbed any of their takes. So we're gonna see what the After Hours crew talking about. And of course, you know, I'm gonna chime in. Shout out one more time to Anton Daniels and the After Hours crew, man. Let's go.
AJ clip, and I want you to give me your thoughts, Slimmy, on whether you agree or disagree. All right. Slimmy said that he disagrees already. He hasn't seen the clip.
I watched the whole 2 hours.
I'm inclined to agree with Slimmy, and I don't even know what it is.
So y'all don't
let that nigga live, man. Ray J's the man. Y'all rude as hell.
I want Ray J to prove me wrong. I do.
Well, if you let him watch the damn fucking clip, then we'll find out.
Let's watch the clip. I'm saying, go. Roll that.
Oh, y'all want me to play the clip?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'll play it now. All right. This is what Ray J had to say. And I'm going to go to Slimmy first. And then we're going to go after that.
I've been the nigga that's been the married dude in a relationship, man. Thinking that that's the man to be. It's not. Because, yeah, you getting all of their time. But you getting their time in a very negative way. Because it's almost like when you're chilling with the girl and she don't like you. You watching TV and she's looking at you and she's like, just don't mess up the couch. You know, you always wasting stuff. And then her friend calls and then she goes, hey, girl, how'd you do it? Oh, I love you. Okay. All right. Okay. Call me later. Okay, we're going to get okay, girl. All right. and then back to you, it just changes right back. That means that you ain't the one. Like, that means that right at that moment, she doesn't like you, or there's something she's going through, and I need you to be my punching bag. I'm going through something. I need to punch on you so I can feel good. And I don't mean punch on you physically, because sometimes they do.
Before they get into it, what up to the chat, man? 333. What up, April? Early in the chat. What's going on? Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. 333 is in the chat if you with me, man. I see everybody filing in. I want to listen to what Ray J said one more time before we absorb any of the after hours panel takes. And of course, y'all know I'm gonna chime in with my takes as well. But I want to kind of listen to his monologue one more time.
It's not, because yeah, you getting all of their time. I've been the nigga that's been the married dude in the relationship, man, thinking that that's the man to be. It's not. Because, yeah, you getting all of their time, but you getting their time in a very negative way, because it's almost like when you're chilling with the girl and she don't like you. You watching TV and she's looking at you and she's like, just don't mess up the couch. You know, you always wasting stuff. And then her friend calls and then she goes, hey, girl, how'd you do it? Oh, I love you. Okay. All right. Okay. Call me later. Okay, we're going to go. Okay, girl. All right. And then back to you, it just changes right back. That means that you ain't the one. Like, that means that right at that moment, she doesn't like you, or there's something she's going through, and I need you to be my punching bag. I'm going through something. I need to punch on you so I can feel good. And I don't mean punch on you physically, because sometimes they do.
Hey, so listen, chat, off rip. Do y'all think there's any truth to what he just said? Was there any truth to what Ray J just said? Let me know, chat. Let me get into some of what the after hours panel has to say while y'all chime in on this.
So Ray J is saying that there is points in a relationship most of the time when you are the married man where women no longer like you, and you become, and they show it in different ways, and he emphasizes it with the highlight where she changes when she's on the phone with her friends versus when she's dealing with you on a regular, in a regular normal situation. Do you actually agree with him, or do you disagree with him, Slimmy?
I can't. I'm gonna be inclined to think, if he's talking about himself, that that's somebody that doesn't really like him. Like, that's a woman that doesn't like you. Like, if she
that was Ray J's point. Slimmy, that was Ray J's point. Okay.
If she's in your presence and she's always like upset or something like that, it goes back to what you were saying like earlier. I think that was before I even got on the panel, how you were saying you got to keep your foot on their necks. You got to keep them at distance so they don't get too motherfucking comfortable, because ain't no motherfucking way you gonna ever turn your face up at me like when I'm sitting next to you. Do you know how disrespectful that is? That's fucking ultimate disrespect. You get off the phone and you like, oh, you hit, man, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out and don't ever come back around me.
Now listen, needless to say, if y'all don't know, the gentleman that's speaking, he is unmarried, completely unmarried. Don't he sound like it, ladies and gentlemen? That boy got zero tolerance.
That's disrespectful. I don't tolerate shit like that. Like, I don't even like nobody calling me with negative energy and negative vibes. Don't hit me up with that type of shit, man. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't. So ain't no way you're going to sit next to me and have negative energy.
Hey, is that fair? Is that fair, chat? Is it fair for somebody to prioritize their peace above all else? He said, don't even call me if you in a negative mood. Don't want to. My man said, hey, hit me up when you feel better. Is that fair? Is that fair, chat? Is it okay for somebody to protect their peace at all times? They hit your ass with I'm not the friend for that. I need somewhere to unload. Not the friend for that. Hit me back when you're done unloading. You feel me? Y'all got to tell me, man. Because I feel like people who move like that, I know I'm pretty dead serious about my peace. I ain't as serious as like the monks that live in the mountains that don't talk. But I could see myself getting there one day. I swear on my life I can. But I'm pretty serious about my peace. Would y'all say that's fair? My man just said, listen, I don't even like when people call me with no negativity, no negative energy, and nothing give away from me. He prioritizing his peace above being a support system to anybody. He said he is not the shoulder to cry on. Is that fair, chat? Let me know.
That ain't gonna work. So that just sounds like a woman that doesn't want to be with the man. She's just there for convenience. She's there for other reasons, but she don't like that motherfucker. So I don't.
Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him?
No, I gotta disagree with him.
You agreeing with him? He's saying that the woman don't like the man. If she behaving that way, she doesn't like him. You're agreeing with him in a disagreement tone. That's why I said earlier when he started talking, I was like, that's what Ray J's saying, because he's talking like he disagrees, but he agrees. It's kind of weird. Let's go.
You disagree with him in what way? You agreeing with him with your statement, though?
Yeah.
No. But he's saying that it's a married man. I'm saying that that's a woman that doesn't want the man. That's a woman that doesn't want to be with that man. There's no way you're going to act like that around somebody that you love.
Listen, am I glitching? The man is completely agreeing with Ray J, and he's arguing that he's in disagreement. Am I glitching, chat, or is he tweaking?
Classic.
Dead ass. I need to know. I'm uncertain.
You sure?
Ain't no way. After an argument, yes, maybe. Maybe after an argument, that's understandable. Maybe. But just because? Nah, that person don't fucking love you. That person don't love you. Like, why would my presence bother you that much that your joy was on the phone and not being next to me? That sounds like somebody who's not in love. It's just my take. So I don't know if that has to do with being married. What that has to do with being married?
What?
That just sounds like somebody who doesn't like the person that they're with.
No, for sure.
So I don't know if that's the answer that you're looking for, but that's just what
I'm not looking for an answer.
That's just what I feel about the scenario that he played and that he gave. If that's how women feel around a man, like you need to find a new woman. Like you
Carrie,
gotta
do you agree or do you disagree with what Ray J said?
Okay. Before she go, this Carrie right here. This is Carrie down here with the blue t-shirt on. Before she go, I got $100 bet with the chat. She don't answer this question. I guarantee you she don't just flat out straight away answer this question. Soft Rain said he tweaking. I was gonna say I know I'm not glitching in this. I'm like, he's completely agreeing with the man, saying that he disagreeing with the man. I know I'm not tripping.
Classic.
I appreciate your support. Because what the fuck? I bet you Carrie don't answer the question.
Well, Ray J, he's only been married to one woman, and everybody knows their marriage.
How many women you think he got to get married to, Carrie? Before he draws his conclusion.
No, what
I'm
prefacing it because it's clear that Ray J has taken his wife down quite a path. So I'm not saying that she.
Why you added that to the conversation?
Stop interjecting.
I told you she wasn't gonna answer the question. I told y'all she was not gonna answer the question. You asked her direct. This shit never fails, G. I need a Kevin Samuels tag. I can't make this shit
Classic.
up. You can't make it up, G. I knew she wasn't just gonna answer. She going off on a tangent. Well, see, we know what Ray J's done. Come on. Answer the question.
Why, if you let me finish, you hear it.
Go ahead, Carrie.
So I'm not necessarily saying that she gets to like mistreat or whatever. I'm just saying that he's not necessarily the best candidate to talk about. Man, I'm just being here, being the best man, husband I could be, and I got to deal with old attitude over here. Now that move to the side, I don't even the whole notion of like being on the phone with somebody and then being quiet with your partner. I had to get used to that. In fact, Anton, I think you even said it too. I think men do that more than women. You guys, I think
you still haven't answered the question. The question was, Carrie, Do you think women stop liking their husbands? She haven't answered that yet. She haven't answered that shit yet. Chat. Am I glitching, folks? Is this really happening? Bruh, Souls of Thought, what's going on, my dog? 333.
Classic.
Yeah. Listen to me. I need her on my team. In a game of dodgeball, she's a #1 draft pick. I'm talking, you can't. She won't answer the question. Look at Anton.
All can be in your space, just working on what you're working on. You're not talking, you're not saying nothing, you ain't looking this way, you ain't looking that way. Your wife could walk around you, before you, whatever, and you focus. You get a phone call. Hey, what's up? What do you need?
That's not the same.
But it is the same. Ray J added in his own preconceived context, like she must be thinking this, she must be thinking that. But she doesn't have to be. Maybe she didn't have nothing to say to you. She was watching her show. She's chilling. She don't have nothing to say.
Yeah, I know her husband work in that industry. Shout out to Souls of Thought. Yeah, I know her husband work in that industry. But she can answer this question. She can answer this question. The tap dancing it's inexplicable. It's ridiculously talented level tap dancing. I'm talking about the dude that used to be on Bill Cosby type tap dancing. Next level shit. Just answer the question, Carrie. Carrie, answer the question. Do wives be stopping liking their husbands sometimes and shit, or no? Men do this and like, I would never mind.
Call, hey, like everything to me doesn't have to be such a like. She was like this, and she should be loving all over me. Like maybe she just was watching her show. Maybe she was
not what
just
he
not.
said.
Carrie,
I know that's not what he said.
You're changing what we're talking about, like all the women do. You're literally changing what we're talking about.
Well, you didn't even talk yet. So what do you mean we?
Because I've been waiting on y'all to shut up.
You didn't talk yet.
Okay, Carrie, I love you, Carrie. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying, I addressed the first part, assuming she has an actual attitude. I already addressed that part. I'm now saying that my second part is maybe she doesn't even have an attitude. She could just be quiet, because he implied, and unless I heard it incorrectly, he implied that her silence was disgust. Because if she's silent, she's not saying she's disgusted. So he's implying that her silence means I don't like you, I don't this, I don't that, but then she talks to her friends.
No,
just because somebody.
No, that's not fair. We at 8 minutes and 1 second. I'm gonna come right back to here. I need to hear Ray J again. He didn't imply none of that. See, I gotta be honest. A lot of people hear through a filtration system. There's what you said, and then there's what a person heard from what you said. That's why I be telling people, they be like, so what you mean is, no, I said what I meant. I said, don't tell me so what I mean is, and then paraphrase, because then you saying some shit I didn't say. I said what I meant. So we going to hear Ray J out again, because we're not going to allow this to happen. Not when we got the evidence. Did he imply that her silence was somehow discussed? Let's hear it again.
I've been the nigga that's been the married dude in a relationship, man, thinking that that's the man to be. It's not. Because, yeah, you getting all of their time, but you getting their time in a very negative way, because it's almost like when you're chilling with the girl and she don't like you. You watching TV and she's looking at you and she's like, just don't mess up the couch.
That's not silence. That's not silence. That's bickering. It's clear attitude. He's not describing silence. You see how they'll take it and then twist with you? He didn't say that. Let's hear if he said it. Let's hear the rest, see if he said it.
Always wasted stuff. And then her friend calls and then she goes, hey, girl, how'd you do it? Oh, I love you. Okay. All right. Okay. Call me later. Okay, we're going to get it. Okay, girl. All right. And then back to you. It just changes right back. That means that you ain't the one. Like, that means that right at that moment, she doesn't like you, or there's something she's going through. And I need you to be my punching bag. I'm going through something. I need to punch on you so I can feel good. And I don't mean punch on you physically, because sometimes they do.
Okay, so that's what he actually said. Now we fast forward. We got to crack these codes. I'm not trying to punch down on her because she's a woman. If this was a man that wasn't making sense, he'd be getting the same full court press. Okay, this was she heard. That's what Ray J said. This was she heard.
I'm now saying that my second part is maybe she doesn't even have an attitude. She could just be quiet because he implied, and unless I heard it incorrectly,
you and what y'all say and did.
Classic.
Yeah. You heard it. You heard it all the way wrong. Bass backwards per you. Yeah. And that's what. See. That's why we kept the fouls. Let's go.
he implied that her silence was disgust. Because if she's silent, she's not saying she's disgusted. So he's implying that her silence means I don't like you, I don't this, I don't that, but then she talks to her friends. And I'm just saying, just because somebody is silent around you and then they engage when they get a phone call does not necessarily mean you don't like the person who's sitting right next to you. So I addressed it from both sides.
Well, Carrie, you leaving out the part where he scoffed. That
Where he who?
He scoffed.
Scoffed at who?
He was saying that the woman was scoffing at the man. Like when she got off the phone, like, oh, you still here.
Slimmy for the save.
Okay. But that goes to my first part. My reference point for Ray J is Princess. And Ray J has ran her. He has publicly humiliated her more times.
That's not what we talking about, Carrie. Carrie, that's not what we talking about, Carrie. She still ain't answered the question. We 21 minutes in, and Carrie can't answer the question. Soft Rain says she heard what she wanted to hear. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm on you. That's what y'all do. Yeah. So it's an attack. That's what y'all do. Y'all, yeah. We gonna get into it. I got a whole segment. I got a whole list of. Yeah. No, this bad. Well, I'm giving right back to giving y'all what y'all want today. I'm in rare form today. I came on here. Normally, I'll be trying to keep it together. I ain't even trying to keep it together today.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Yeah,
I'm on that. I'm on that today. You'll see.
Body can count. He has cheated on her. He has treated her like a piece of trash. He pushed her in the swimming pool. Like, so I'm just saying she probably had a reason in the moment to scoff at him.
Okay, so add that part to the second.
That push though, Carrie.
Add that second part to your second scenario.
Princess is not they're toxic together.
They're toxic. She deserved that push in the pool.
That was why I'm saying, like, Ray J talking about this topic is a hard one to dive too deep into what he's saying because of the relationship he had. That's why I moved it from Ray J and just moved it into the dynamics of a relationship.
Okay, but add the scoff to the second part.
Wait. But you still haven't answered the question. Look at Quentin. Look at Quentin. Look at this brother right here in the upper right-hand corner. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this gentleman. Look at him. The level of look at. Answer the question, Carrie. Do wives stop liking their husbands sometimes? Yes or no? She done went into Ray J's character, the toxicity of their relationship as a whole. You see how hard, and then y'all be saying, and this the first thing they say, fellas, on the Pop the Balloon show. What are some of your non-negotiables? Poor communication. Oh. Who's bad at it? Wait. Yeah. I'm on that today. I told y'all. I'm
classic.
No, fam. And listen, Carrie married, got kids, got, far as I know, beautiful family. But listen, we sit back, we listen, and I can't deny what I hear. Come on, chat.
That you was talking about.
Well, I think if you scoff, I think that anybody, I don't think you should be disrespectful to the person you're with, but I think it happens. I think it happens more easily for a woman to do that, and I don't think that that's appropriate. But I don't think that means she doesn't like him or doesn't want to be with him. You know what I'm saying? If something is going on, and
she just double talked. She said, "I think it happens, but I also don't think it means that she don't like him." Which one? Which one? They double. Listen, that's why, fellas. No, I swear, we gonna talk about it today. I swear, for everybody y'all believe in, we gonna talk about it today. There's some bullshit. Listen how she say two things that don't go together.
I don't think you should be disrespectful to the person you're with, but I think it happens. I think it happens more easily for a woman to do that, and I don't think that that's appropriate. But I don't think that that means she doesn't like him or doesn't want to be with him.
What do it mean? What do it mean? What do it mean? Come on, chat. What does it mean then? Look at Slimmy face. Look at this gentleman's face. I would make this face, but I don't think it's possible for me to be quite that ugly. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Soft Rain says she's trying to justify her answer of yes before even giving her answer. Yeah. And why? Why? Why go all the way around the block to get to the corner store? Corner store right there. Why go around the block to get to the corner store? Why? Souls of Thought said code for just agree with me. Straight. Like, come on, man. Souls of Thought said Carrie projects during the shows. I like her, but she actually talks through her own issues. Ooh, he didn't put the hat on, y'all. Y'all know you do this for a living. I got some. Hey, listen, I got therapists in the chat. I got all type of people in the chat now. Oh, mama, he ain't misdiagnosed nothing yet. Well, we might have disagreed on one thing or two, but come on, Carrie. That's crazy. We all know it, man. We all know it. We seen it. Anybody that grew up around a long-term relationship, be it their parents, uncle, auntie, whatever, grandparents. Come on, man. You know Shorty don't be liking his ass all the time. Females will stop liking your ass and start back liking your ass. They'll stop for a little bit. Come on now. Carrie, why you can't just say yes? Why? It's just so hard. It's so hard. When the answer falls on the women, listen, they do not want to say that shit out loud. I told y'all, when women speak, oftentimes, their first priority is how this shit is going to sound out loud. That's the first priority. They'll rearrange the way they put that shit, use some words that don't go with that shit, tell a backstory, context that you don't need for the shit before they try to get around to potentially maybe telling you the whole truth about the shit. They do a song and dance with how this shit got to sound right out loud. It was the female that couldn't get the Uber ride because she was 626 pounds, allegedly, all for content creation purposes and entertainment. The chick that couldn't get the Uber because she was 626 pounds got the nerve to go on nationally syndicated radio with the Breakfast Club and say, I don't use the word fat. Why not? Why not? Why not? Come on, man. Dude said, you can't get in here. You're going to mess up my suspension.
Classic.
And within 7 calendar days, she up on the radio talking about she don't use the word fat. Well, what are we going to call it?
Classic.
Calorically profitable? What? Like at some point, it's just got to be okay to talk in a straight line. What are y'all doing? What? Carrie's so frustrating, yo. Soft Rain said, big boned. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, bring back bullying, bring back shaming. It gave people a reason to be on their shit. Facts.
I'm saying if something is going on and she's like, I don't think that means she does not like him anymore. Clearly there's an issue on the table. I'm not justifying her scoff to be okay. I'm just saying I don't think that the example he gave means the woman you're sitting next to no longer wants to be with you. I don't think that is the average situation. I think there's clearly an issue. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe she saw something. Maybe there's something brewing in her head. Like there's an issue at play here. But I don't think that necessarily means you don't want to be with your husband because you're like,
So if you get off the phone and it was all joy, and then when you hang up and you scoff because the person is next to you, you don't see that's problematic?
You
don't think that's problematic?
I for sure think it's problematic. I'm saying I don't think that means she does not want to be with him.
What you think? What does it mean? Nobody knows what it means. Like, what the fuck? What does it mean, Miss Carrie? Come on, man, bring this shit home. Land the plane. It's been a long flight, Carrie. Shit.
And for sure, that's an issue on the table. But I don't think that means I don't want to be married to you. I don't think so. I just think that that's a bad expression of emotions, which again is why earlier I said I know my argument sounds funky because I know that there are clearly women who present themselves publicly to not be emotionally controlled and intelligent, and a scoff at your man getting off the phone with your friends would be an example of it. So I'm not saying that it's cool.
I don't like women with stank attitudes. So to me, that it will come off very disrespectful. If I was a man, granted I'm not a man, and you do that, that's very disrespectful. Like, so I'm not saying she don't like her man or whatever, but men want respect. So if you're going to disrespect him like that, like, why should a man even deal with you? Find a chick that's gonna be respectful. But women,
Here comes yep. Just a stupid question. Thank you, Q. Thank you, Island Girl Q.
do that. They'll geek with the little friends. Girl, let me tell you this, and then they treat their man at home that's paying the bills or doing whatever with disrespect or chaos and not bringing peace. So I don't know why men put up with that. I don't think they should. But scoff, I don't know how we gonna clean it up. They're scoffing. That's disrespectful. Rolling your eyes at your man, huffing and puffing, like ignoring him. I don't like that. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't. Did I give the impression that I think that that's respectful? Mm-mm. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Again, in the video,
I definitely don't. I don't do that. I wouldn't advise somebody do that, but I'm sure people clearly do that, and women, like, we get into our emotions and do stuff we shouldn't be doing. And run off at the mouth, or we do some again, especially if you're already in the toxic kind of a situation that they're in. Like, they make up and break up all the time. So nobody is emotionally mature in their relationship from what I have seen. Some people, that's a part of the dynamic of what keeps their relationship going, unfortunately. It doesn't make it right, but it doesn't also mean that person doesn't want to be with the person they're doing it with.
Carrie, in an emotional mature relationship, who would you consider that scoff after getting off the phone?
Well, that wouldn't be an emotionally mature relationship.
No. She don't know how to answer questions. I can't take it no more, chat. It's over with. Let's bring it on home. Listen, do wives stop liking their husbands in marriages? I think at times, yeah. And then sometimes they stop liking the nigga, never like them again. You know what I mean? But I think at times, yeah. You know, women are very emotionally volatile. It just is what it is. And so, yes, they not going to. Sometimes you ain't even do nothing. Sometimes you still having a pulse is just enough to get on their nerves. You know what I mean? So if we just being 1,000, the answer is yes. We just had to suffer through 25 minutes of Carrie not answering the question. But yeah, the answer is yes, unfortunately. And hopefully we can come up with some solutions in that regard, but not right now, because the next segment ain't gonna make it no better. Amen.
Classic.
But that's it for the Anton Daniels After Hours reaction. Make sure y'all tap in with Anton Daniels After Hours channel if y'all want to see those panels in full. Yes, Lord. All right, so now we're gonna move into the question of the day. Do modern women see themselves in competition for men? Yeah, I know we got a couple of ladies in the chat. Y'all go ahead and chime in on this one. Do you see yourselves as in competition? Do women see themselves as in competition for a man? And I have a follow-up question on this too. Fellas, what do y'all think as well? You know what I mean? In the chat, what do y'all think? Do modern women see themselves in competition for men? Sasquatch back 2 days in a row. What's going on, Sasquatch?
Classic.
We appreciate your return. He said, hey, bud, I'm driving, but I'll be listening for sure. Stay tapped in. I'll go one on nobody. I got you. Keep me queued up in the radio. Let's get
classic.
Yes, Lord. But do modern women see themselves in competition for men? Well, I think segueing off of the reaction video into this question was perfect, right? Because I can say this, if a woman thought she was in competition to acquire the man, if she thought she was in competition to acquire him, treating him disrespectfully while in the relationship definitely means she thinks the competition is over. You know what I'm saying? It definitely means that she thinks the competition has ended. You know what I mean? So I think it's one of those situations where if a woman did view herself in competition, I think they think that it ends at a certain point and it doesn't necessarily type shit. But what do y'all think in regards to that, chat? Talk to me. What do y'all think in regards to that?
Classic.
Does the modern woman see themselves as in competition? I know that to a degree you can say that women compete with each other, but for what prize, right? Because so for example, like I've heard plenty of men say this. They say, oh, women, they do this and do that to impress each other or whatever, or they're in competition with each other. But normally people compete to win something. You know what I mean? So like competing to win the opinions or the clicks, the followers, what is the competition over these days? If we're in this, I don't need a man space right now. Soft Rain says, personally, I'm not competing, but yes, I do think some women do. Let's stay right there for a second then. So she said, personally, I'm not competing, but yes, I think some men do. Let me follow up and ask you a question back. Don't you think it's in your best interest to compete?
Classic.
Souls of Thought says you are always competing. Agreed.
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a competition. Souls of Thought said fact.
Classic.
Yeah, but I definitely want a response to that. Don't you think it's in your best interest to compete? I think that competing adds to sustainability as well. You know what I mean? If you look into, like, if you look at it like, okay, for example, Souls of Thought always posts on his Instagram every day him working out. You know, the brother got his lady at the house, whatever the case may be, and you know he could easily get comfortable, and you know what I mean, just be on some she ain't going nowhere type vibes. But instead, he trying to tighten it up, and I'm sure some of his motivation is, you know, for the way he gonna appear to her when it's time to, you know, be adults.
Classic.
You know what I mean? So I mean that's him staying in the competition. That's him, you know what I mean, keeping things at a certain level so that nature doesn't run its course. Because you don't want your woman's eyes to start wandering and stuff like that. You want to, you know what I mean, keep it righteous. Because I know for a fact, like sometimes you will see like fellas that are like super let themselves go, but then you see them with a woman and a woman still kind of like together. You be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's clear. Like clearly that situation is vulnerable right there. That's a volatile situation. Am I wrong in that, Souls? Let me know what your psychoanalysis is on that. Soft Rain said, I'm not competing with another woman for a man. He gonna choose who he wants to choose. I could be the best woman for him and he still choose the lesser woman. No, not competing in that aspect. So not direct competition, like you want this man and this man is choosing between you or another woman. Like period, as a single woman out in the world, you're in competition with the rest of the single women in the world for the potentially available men in the world. It's a general competition. Like if a man is out running errands and he got to go to a few different, let's just make it a real life scenario. If a man is out running errands and he got to go to a few busy places, right? He got to hit the grocery store on the weekend, which is busy. He got to hit the mall and he got to hit a concert. He going out to a concert. So he going to 3 different busy places in one day, right? You know how many different women he gonna see and just, you know, running around or whatever. And if you are potentially a good match for him or whatever the case may be, best believe that throughout the course of his day, all of the potential options are present. And so you by default are in competition with those potential options. It's not really like voluntary. You know what I mean? So it's like, because it's involuntary, don't you feel like it would be in your best interest to lean into the fact that I'm competing out here?
Classic.
So as the thought said, women take words as defensive. Competing is no different than daily improvement. That's a fact too. 100%.
Classic.
Soft Rain said, and do souls. Y'all into it again. Chill out. Souls of Thought said, to answer your question, my fitness is so that my physical now match my mental. Can't be a wordsmith looking like a butter knife. Facts though. But yeah, man, I mean, nothing wrong with wanting to be well-rounded. Ultimately, at the end of the day, every day is a you versus you thing anyway. You know what I mean? Got to fight off your own doubt, lean into your self-belief, all different types of shit. So it's really a you versus you game anyway. But in general, though, back to the root of the question, if y'all could give me like a clear yes or no, do you feel like the majority of modern women see themselves as in competition for a man or for men? Y'all give me a yes or no. I want to try to get a poll on this one. I know some people in traffic, though. Don't hurt yourself. You feel me? Soft Rain says yes. We got one for yes. Souls of Thought says no. We got one for no. Who gonna break the tie? Yes or no? Do y'all feel like most modern? We got one. Alicia Maxwell. What's going on, Alicia? Cat 333 pulling in strong. We got 2 for no. So we got 3 in so far. We got 2 for no. They don't see themselves as in competition. Soft Rain, we got 1 for yes. She said, hey, what's going on? What's happening? Shout out to the chat, man. So just in a quick straw poll, real quick, we leaning towards no, because I'm gonna put my vote in there too. I don't think so. I think I'd have to say no to be consistent with other things that I've covered. Like what we've covered, whether or not majority of modern women are indifferent to ending up with a man long term. You know what I mean? Like the public discussion of indifference. Like, you know, if I find the ideal man, cool. If I don't find what's ideal to me, I just rather not have one at all. And we discussed how that, you know, ultimately is a level of indifference. You know what I mean? And so if that indifference is true, JD in the building 333, what up,
Classic.
Chat? But so if that indifference does exist, then you can't say that an indifferent woman views herself as like competing. You know what I mean? It would be inconsistent. Souls of Thought said that's why they modern. True. Things have changed. But yeah, man. Yeah, let's wrap that up on that question of the day. I figured I would ask that when I thought that would be interesting. I appreciate y'all feedback, chat, as always.
Classic.
Let me see. All right. So it's Friday. Before we move into the TikTok question of the day, let's go into our freestyle portion. Today, we're finna slide over to TikTok and listen to an artist whose name on TikTok is at Dumar1K. So if y'all want to hear more from this artist, make sure y'all tap in with him over on TikTok. Let me get his freestyle pulled up. And this is how we do the Friday freestyles. We're gonna listen to him a couple times because the freestyle should probably only be about a minute. So we're gonna listen to him a couple of times, and then we're gonna rate him 1 through 5. 1 through 5. You can come up with your snap. We got a super chat. Let's get it.
Classic.
Souls of Thought said, keep being great, my dog. Shout out to the second official super chat. I think JD dropped the first one, and the first live super chat to come through. The super chats are now open. We monetize. What's going on? It feels good. It feels good, man. But yeah, so we sliding over to Dumar. And we're gonna listen to what he got to say. We're gonna rate this. All right, chat. So get ready. Even the people that's in motion. We rating them 1 through 5 overall. Y'all come up with y'all own criteria. Me personally, I've been doing delivery. You know, I've been doing delivery. I've been doing like flow. which is similar. Well, yeah, delivery and flow. Skills, like overall skills, like bars, level of word, wordplay and all that. And then just overall, you know what I mean? So that's kind of my criteria. I've been doing like delivery mixed with like skill set, like how dope is he? How much talent do I really hear? But I want y'all to rate them 1 through 5. I want y'all to rate them 1 through 5 in the chat. Let's go. This is Dumar 1K.
And he would just be very nonchalant. He was like, yo, it's whatever. And I'm not the type of person where I bombarded my emotions to the person I'm talking to. But, I would tell you how I feel if I'm being asked, just to be honest. But why is it so hard for y'all to show how you feel? Like, y'all okay with put your entire face in somebody's ass and have no problem with that, but turn around and can't tell how you feel.
Whoa. Sharp left turn. Sharp left turn she made. We told her go up there when she see the sit go, get in the left hand lane. She just whipped. Whoa. Yeah, you caught that?
Classic.
What's going on? No. That's kind of crazy. All right, come on. We gonna stick beside her. Come on, y'all. Damn, that's kind of wow. That she drove a point.
Entire face in somebody's ass and have no problem with that, but turn around and can't tell how you feel. I don't get the equation, like the math thing. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to explain it to me, please and thank you.
All right, fellas, y'all heard her. Who wants to start? Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her? She wants to know why men don't open up and say how we feel, and not just about relationship emotions, but emotions in general. Why is it so hard for us to express to ladies how we feel when we feel? And then who's gonna start? hey, somebody.
Classic.
Shit, Soft Rain said she's right. Sorry, but it's facts. Face all in it, but can't express how they feel. Hold on.
Classic.
Hey, y'all dudes really doing that, huh? There's a lot of women that say that. Y'all dudes really out here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Taking eating 2 scoops of the poop shooter. That's what y'all doing.
Classic.
Yup. Don't call me a freak. If that's what it takes to be considered a freak these days, count me out.
Classic.
Do you see these women? Even if I was interested in trying that shit, do you see these women's diets? Oh God.
Classic.
Hell no, not gonna happen. Souls of Thought said men speak when needed. Just listen, we give pieces. I agree. I think men communicate. But just like earlier in the episode, Ray J said a whole bunch of shit and Carrie heard something totally different and then prefaced her response on the shit he didn't say. And that's where it gets dangerous. Souls of Thought said women want a conversation that can't accept doses. Not all medication is taken daily. Okay. He's speaking in parables today. I feel that though. What else y'all got? Here we go. Miles Batcher said women don't want to hear how we feel, especially after managing emotions from day one. Okay, fellas. Hey, continue to be honest, fellas. I ain't gonna stop you. You already know. I'm here for one reason.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
I'm here for one reason, fellas. Continue to be honest. I'm gonna tell y'all what I told y'all already. Why men don't open up, because they tried it. Diminishing returns. There is oftentimes diminishing returns. I just seen, shout out to Anton Daniels. We just did a reaction to him earlier in the live stream, but he just was talking about on his live stream the other day. He was saying men's biggest mistake that they make these days is opening up to women entirely too much. He stood on it 10 toes down. The women pushed back. One of the fellas pushed back. The chat pushed back, and he was like, I'm telling y'all, I've been married 20. What'd he say? I've been married 21 years or whatever he said. He's like, I'm telling y'all be over sharing. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna say I'm in with to the level or the degree that he drove it home. I'm not gonna say I agree to that level, but he has a point. So as a thought said, then you open up and you sassy. Yeah, it depends on what you open up and say. See, that's the thing too. That's the thing too. You could open up if it's convenient on her ears. You could open up if it's convenient on her ears. Let you open up about some shit that's inconveniently true or inconveniently facts or inconveniently your experience. Well, you know, shit can go left. Shit can go left. It can go left and it can go left very quickly. You know what I mean? So I think the answer that I have for this, I know that the chat offering a lot for sure, and I much appreciate y'all. Chat 333, the best chat on all platforms. But I think my answer to this is men who don't open up because they tried that shit already. That's my answer for y'all. Men who don't open up because they tried that shit already. If a man is quiet, it's because he tried talking. Jay Wu said they will use it for ammo against us later in life to shoot us with it. He ain't lying. It's too many. Listen,
Classic.
Some stuff, and this be the thing too. This be the thing too. When we have these types of questions that come about, and you see men from all over the country, I'm assuming y'all could drop y'all states, not y'all cities, if y'all don't want to. You know, I ain't trying to get nobody doxxed, but drop y'all states in the chat, man. But we got people from different parts of the country, you know, dealing with women from different, you know, Southern women, East Coast women, Midwest women, West Coast. We got people from all over in the chat, and it's like everybody just be agreeing. But you know, maybe it's one of them things like all us agree about it, but it can't be true.
Classic.
It can't be true. It can't be true. It can't be true that in most instances, most, not all, right? In most instances, a man being vulnerable to a certain degree, past a certain degree, I should say, with his woman is going to get him diminishing returns.
Classic.
All the men saying the same shit because apparently it's not true at all.
Classic.
It's one of them things that women don't even realize is gonna turn them off when they asking for it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Miles Batchelor said the most I've done is reveal pieces over time. I mean, shit, you got to see what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Because like Jay Wu said, you don't want them. You start oversharing and sharing too much and sharing too fast and sharing. And next thing you know, she got a banana clip on that thing. You better hope you stay in her good graces for life. Because if she let the clip go, you're going to be looking crazy outside. It's sad but true. Soft Rain said, I don't know what women y'all run into, but not all of us are like that. Who wanna play Russian roulette about it though? You see what I'm saying? That not all of us is like that. Who wanna play minority versus majority? Who wanna roll them dice? Ain't nobody trying to get out here and roll them dice. Cincy, Ohio. Oh, big dog, I got somebody not too far from you. I got some family not too far from you, dog. Shout out to Ohio in the building. For sure. I got some family not too far from you, man. That's what's happening. But yeah, anything else y'all want to add on this, fellas? Why don't men open up? Why men don't talk about their feelings and shit like that? Any more harsh truths y'all want to, point out? I'm trying not to punch down these days. I try to say what need to be said and let them live. You know what I mean? I don't want the ladies mad at me. The lady subscriptions have been going up lately, and I'm just trying to be cool. Classic. I don't want no smoke. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm just gonna do it once. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm only gonna do this once.
I'll just do it once. That's it. But yeah, man. So that's it for the TikTok question of the day then. All right, so let's get into the code language conversation, chat. Code language conversation today is on vulnerable. Fitting, right, with all the different things we talked about today. So the definition of vulnerable. Vulnerable, susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. Similar, in need of special care, support, or protection because of age, disability, or risk of abuse or neglect. Another's bridge, liable to higher penalties, either by convention or through having won one game toward a rubber. Okay, so that's like a sports analogy. But yeah, so by definition, to be vulnerable is to be susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. So with the question of the day that just went by, where the woman asks, why don't men open up? It's because they don't want to leave themselves susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. And then the women will respond with, but you feel like I'm a safe spacer? Can you trust me with your, you can trust me with your feelings or your vulnerabilities and this, that, and the third. Well, let me ask you something in general. Let's take male and female off of it. Let's just take male and female off of it and let's just talk about it. Person B is emotionally volatile in general. Up, down, all around, just by design, they're emotionally volatile. Person A is very pragmatic and logical. Got some things that they don't share, pretty private to themselves. Person A and person B dating. Is it in person A's best interest to risk the stability that they operate inside of, to share things that will make them vulnerable with person B, who may be a safe space as long as y'all good? Should things go bad, though, how will person B act with such emotional volatility? How will they act? You want to take that risk? Shout out to Key in the building, chat 333. What's up? You want to take that risk? So when they ask, oh, why y'all don't? They're not trying to risk it. And then the probability versus possibility, that ratio is crazy. If you ask most men, do they feel comfortable sharing something with I don't care if they married or unmarried. Ask them if they feel comfortable sharing something with their significant other that could be used against them in a negative way at a later time. Ask them if they're comfortable sharing that. Ask them if they feel like that's going to be Fort Knox to share that for life. Ask them. Just see what they say. Ask them when she ain't right there. We're going to say what we're supposed to say. She right there. Jay Zilla said men will only open up after their emotions if they can punch down with it 100% of the time. A decree, if anything. I feel sick, hungover. Thank you for asking. You never clean the sofa when you... Not a solution, but bad advice. Okay. Hard to follow. So men will only open up about their emotions if they can punch down with it 100% of the time. A decree, if anything. I feel sick, hungover. Thank you for asking. You never clean the sofa. I don't get that. I don't get the second part, Jay Zilla. I don't. Not a solution, but bad advice. Yeah, I mean, I think the truth is, vulnerability, people use the term vulnerability gets weaponized oftentimes. People will say, well, the more vulnerable you can be with me, the closer I can feel to you. Fuck that, chat.
Classic.
Simply put, you know how many people I hooped with over the years, and we got tight like brothers, and damn near still don't know each other government names to this freaking day. What are you talking about? I do not need to know your innermost, darkest nothing to get close to you. That's nonsense. Yeah, what y'all think about that, chat? That's crazy. That shit get weaponized in the weirdest way. That's not. No, that's not. No. No. I think when you get to a certain level of experiences with human beings, you always understand the possibility of things changing. You know, things can change. Should they change, what have you equipped this person with against you? What have you equipped them with? You know? You got to be careful with crying on them shoulders. I told y'all, talk to God. I done told y'all. I tell y'all all the time, talk to God.
Classic.
Key said, define close. How close you trying to be with that person? Okay. So let's say I mean, how close can people get? Let's say it's a man and a woman and they get into the level of being engaged and getting married. Let's say that close. Does this man need to open up to that woman and tell her his innermost darkest secrets or some shit that he done blocked out of his memory and don't even want to think about him? Do he need to share something like that for her to feel like, oh, this could be my husband? Like, I don't get what the deep dive of inside of people's minds and emotions is. What is that about? What is that about? Fellas, are we like that? Do y'all, in order for y'all to be in love with y'all women, for the fellas that's married or the fellas that's close to it or the fellas that's in relationships, in order for y'all to feel close as hell to y'all women, do she need to tell you like something she would never tell anybody else? Is that like a prerequisite to y'all being close as hell? Let me know, chat. Give me some perspective. Because I might be off beat. Miles Batchelor said, person A will calculate the risk. Then volatile person. Okay. Person A will calculate the risk. The volatile person may throw caution into the wind. That's facts. Person A and person B gonna handle those situations very differently. You know what I'm saying? Person B, all they got to do is get a little turned up. They gonna let you know exactly how they was feeling when they wasn't gonna say it when they was cool. Being led of emotions is a dangerous thing. Key said, I understand that until it starts to directly affect the relationship. If you were trying to be with someone forever, some things will come up eventually. That's true. Some things, but not all, right? Like I know plenty of women for sure that they gonna take some secrets to the dirt.
Classic.
to the I'm talking about to the soil.
Classic.
For sure. And there's some men in this world too. And they got some little weird things about them, and they taking that shit to the dirt.
Classic.
So to a degree, I totally understand, but I don't think it's like a necessary thing. You know what I mean? Key said, if a person truly loves you and wants to see you grow, they will need to be able to hold you accountable. If you are trying to trace patterns back, sometimes things will come up. That's true. She said, definitely depends on how much you trust. All things I don't think is realistic, period. Yeah, for sure.
Classic.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's cool too. I think that people are pushed. Men these days, I'm on the other side of like the male emotion campaign and shit. All of this, men need to open up and men need a safe place to do it. And men gotta, we need to give these men a place to talk and a soft place to land. Shut all that soft ass shit up. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Classic.
You know what I mean? Being a man is supposed to be some rough shit to a degree. It's supposed to be some rough shit. You're supposed to have some calluses on your damn fingers. You're supposed to beat them through and took a couple punches in your life. You're supposed to, it's some rough
Classic.
shit. You're supposed to be able to bear the burden. You're supposed to be able to bear the burden of all the shit. That's why pressure made for shoulders, not hips. Amen.
Classic.
All of this. Oh, men need somewhere, where, man, listen, it wasn't even, this shit is not even in God's design. It's not in God's design. Outside of God, there is no safe haven for men like us. You understand what I'm saying?
Classic.
If the woman was truly designed, and I'm talking about nature now. I'm not talking about my opinion or y'all feelings or none of that. I'm talking about nature's design, the design of God. We know that estrogen is some shit that none of us could disagree with what I'm about to say. We know that estrogen makes the human being more emotionally volatile than that of testosterone. We all know that's true. It breeds some level of emotional volatility. Even if a woman is mature and knows how to emotionally regulate, she still got to do more regulating than a man because of the volatility that naturally exists there. Okay? If a woman was designed by God to be the emotional safe place of a man, she wouldn't have been created volatile. So we're supposed to, as men, talk to God.
Classic.
In the scripture, all of your prophets, when they was leading and doing the work and they needed to vent, open up, find answers, quiet, who did they talk to? God.
Classic.
Moses climbed a mountain and went to go talk to God, not his girl.
Classic.
It's like, and then the men fall for it. They go to oversharing and overly opening up and shit, and don't even realize they done turned their woman off. And then the women don't even realize what they asked for from him was gonna be a turnoff. Self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. Some shit about women, men just ain't gonna understand. So why would you beat yourself over the head trying to understand it? It ain't for you to understand. Some shit about men is just some man shit. It makes me think about Souls of Thought. Shout out to the No Middleman panel, 3-4 nights a week on Souls of Thought and Uncle Plug TV channels. Shout out to the No Middleman panel. He was just talking about how like the difference between, you could tell how like when black men are dating a black woman versus a black man that's dating a non-black woman. And one of the examples he was given was the amount of checking in or the amount of clarification required or the amount of explanation required when you're dealing with a black woman versus, you know, in his example, dealing with a white woman. And I was on the panel and I said, I get it. I can't disagree with you. And I gave the analogy about the fork in the road. Let's talk about it again here. The fork in the road. You as a man, brother, whatever your ethnicity is, doesn't matter. You as a man, you trekking along and you're fleeing for safety, and there's a threat behind you, and you're fleeing for safety. It's you, your woman, and your kids. You come to a fork in the road. The wife thinks y'all should go left. You think y'all should go right. A black woman gonna want you to explain. She gonna want y'all, even though the threat is behind y'all, time is of the essence. She gonna want a quick explanation as to why we should go right instead of left. Rebecca, she's gonna be like, come on, kids, we're going right. And it's just true. Sisters be wanting all the extra collaboration and explanation and conversation. It's a real thing. That's one of the differences in the experience. I'm not saying whether it's better or worse. Everybody's desires, preferences, all that shit is different from person to person in regards to some of that, those little minute details. But that is a difference in the experience. The dudes I know with non-sisters as wives, they're not calling, checking in the middle of the kickback. All that checking in shit, they're not doing all that shit. They're going to get home when they get home. No news is good news. You feel me? So that's a whole different thing. But in regards to safe spaces, vulnerability, trust, all those conversations, maybe think about some of that when you think about why we be quiet. Think about some of that. Is trust even a real thing? Miles Batchelor said, not currently committed. but I would need to see enough to build. The rest would hopefully work itself out. How much sharing you doing, Miles? You said you up in your 50s, Miles. How much sharing, how deep into the bag of history are you going with a woman in order for, you to feel close to her and for her to feel close to you, if you don't mind me asking? We want to hear from the wisdom in the chat, for sure, for sure. Talk
Classic.
to me. How far in the bag of history you going to allow her to feel like she really know you? You got 5 decades in the game. So like you going all the way back to telling her about shit when you was 20, or like, what miscellaneous things are you just leaving out or adding in the conversations so you could feel more connected and whatnot? You know what I mean? So I'm interested to hear your psychoanalysis on this too. Do you think it's in men's best interest to be wholeheartedly opening up to their significant others? I'm asking Souls of Thought specifically because he's in the psychology field.
Classic.
Do you think it's in their best interest? Do you think in more cases than not, they get good returns on opening up like that? Being that vulnerable? Quick and easy. He said never. Never is what
Classic.
he said. It's one of those things, again, it don't sound good to say out loud. It's one of those things where it don't sound good to say out loud, but it's just true. Think about the example I just gave y'all about nature's design. God would not design it for you to rest everything that's supposed to be safe and secure in the hands of the most volatile person in the situation. It doesn't make sense. Y'all understand how it go: God, man, woman, children. That's the order. God, man, woman, children. Everybody should communicate up. Kids communicate to mom, mom communicate to man, man communicate to God. To God.
Classic.
Souls of Thought said, I feel that's why we have experts. Facts.
Classic.
Facts. But beautiful code language conversation today. Beautiful code language conversation. I felt like this would be one that tied in the whole live stream today. You know what I mean? And connect all the dots in regards to why certain things pan out the way they pan out. You got too many people trying to dibble and dabble. And I think that some element and some level of gender roles is a good thing. Some level of understanding of some type of gender roles is a good thing. I think it's reasonable. If you want to make it look a little unconventional from how it was traditionally, that's cool. Adjust with the times, but some degree of gender roles, I think, makes sense for efficiency in a relationship. Miles said, anything I reveal would need to be relative to the conversation. For instance, why I hardly drink. Okay.
Classic.
Okay. So he's saying anytime he open up and be vulnerable, it would have to be pertinent, it had to be relevant to something that we actually discussing in real time. So it's like, if it don't come up, it don't come up. I get that though. Yeah, I would even dare to say shit. Some shit I don't even want to know. I'm gonna be real. You could definitely overshare with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I get, body count and shit like that. You could definitely overshare with me. Don't get to telling me about oh, this one time when you had this whole phase. Don't get to this shooting yourself in the foot with an AR.
Classic.
What? He said, hopefully the women you choose, you value and respect, and vice versa. I also do believe that man shit is man shit. Some things I'm not meant to understand. I, as a woman, understand my role. You understand me? Shout out to Key in the chat. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think we got to get back to that. And like I always say, like, that's why I'm glad, like, some of the women from the Queen Codes panel are launching their own channels now and going to be doing their own content, and hopefully not just panels either, but actual full-fledged content creation, because the women who have decided to conduct and carry themselves in a certain capacity that is conducive to that of the young girls growing up, looking up to and becoming good members of society in the future, and not some old disgraceful shit, those women gotta be louder.
Classic.
They gotta be louder. It can't just be River TV, Danica Dope discussions. It need to be you know, an infinite amount of y'all. We have no problem finding a podcast where, you know, men are talking about whatever. We have no issue finding a podcast where women are giving women horrific advice. But as far as like, hey, like the Keisha Kayor interview, for example, hey, I'm a good ass woman at the highest level. This is all the shit I do for my man, and I'm happy about it and fulfilled with doing so. You know what I'm saying? She popping out and she making noise about that shit. Like, good women, be loud.
Classic.
But yeah, man, that's the code language on vulnerability or on vulnerable. Souls of Thought said, man, we need all of you on one panel. We could take over the space. Key, Miles, Jay-Zilla, etc. Don't wait for perfection. Just start. Facts. We could shoot a panel with y'all sitting in y'all cars. Y'all seen the other day the men's minute, 2 out of the 4 people was sitting in their cars. I think 1 person was driving. We'll keep it all the way gully, man. Now, listen, man. We don't have to be, listen, it ain't about being perfect. It's about being present, and it's about being consistent. Like, y'all got to take some of the pressure off yourselves. I know sometimes I drop the link and y'all may, you know, somebody hit me with a message, man, I was going to join in, but, you know, my background ain't look right. Man, I don't care about none of that shit. Holla at me. If you want to just talk through the link and keep your camera off, I'll talk to your avatar, champ. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be afraid to call in. Don't ever, you know what I mean? Don't let nothing stop moving forward. Classic. You know what I mean? Don't let nothing stop nothing. For sure. Sovereign said it's all about putting out solutions. Yeah, all day long. You already know what we're here for. You know exactly what we're here for. We're here to crack these codes.
I'm only going to do this once.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a couple minutes for chat Q&A. We sitting at about 1 hour 30 today. I got a couple minutes for chat Q&A. Hold on, let me see. Miles said, women share in my experience because they want the man to reciprocate. Women share in my experience because they want the man to reciprocate. Okay. So you saying, am I reading this wrong? You said women share in your experience because they want the man to. So you saying they share with you. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. You saying they share information and be vulnerable with you, hoping that you'll in turn like be vulnerable and open up with them. Yeah. Crazy as hell. I'm gonna just let you talk. What is you talking about? No. Classic. No, I got demarcation points, clear boundaries and shit. You know what I'm saying? Clear boundaries. No. we don't need to. For what? For what? You need to know that for what? Why? Make it make sense. I answer you, make it make sense. What is you talking about? Oh, this will make me love you 10 times more if I know this. No. I like how you love me right now. No thanks. Yeah. Shout out to Miles Bachelor in the chat. But listen, chat, you know what time it is. We got time for chat Q&A. Any discussion points, topics, anything y'all want me to go over. If you got a video you want me to react to, anything, just throw it in the chat right now for the chat Q&A portion, and we'll get to it. I'm gonna play this joint. Y'all dump whatever y'all want to talk about in the chat by the end of the song. Let's go.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these.
Talk to me, Pat. What we doing? I see the comment. 333.
Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes, yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize, you can't find another me. Let's get focused, want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I'll put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed.
Talk. Yeah. All right, we got a question, but we got a couple comments too. Key said, yes, Miles. I think women share for intimacy and understanding. That's the way we connect as nurturers. But our lesson with that is boundaries. Some women treat their men like their children. Miles Bachelor said, yes, they're in agreement.
Classic.
Look at the chat getting along today. It was war the other day, boy. It was up there. Souls of Thought said, what is one thing since starting this YouTube journey that you have adjusted? Okay. 333, y'all. 333. Shout out to chat. 333 in the building. One thing since starting this YouTube journey that I have adjusted. My expectations. I've adjusted my expectations. I've adjusted my goals. I've raised my goals for this shit way higher than what they were when I first started. I've adjusted my expectations for myself in regards to this space way higher than when I first started. And then also, as far as my approach, I can't say I adjusted my approach because I always knew I was going to figure out a way to be super efficient and just be dropping content like out of control. I always knew that. That's one thing about me. Like, I'm going to outwork you. You know what I mean? Not you, but in general. Like, that's one thing about me. So, if the quota is 5, I'm trying to figure out how to do 15 on a regular basis. You get what I'm saying? So, I can't really say I've adjusted my approach because I kind of had that mapped out. We both take some mentorship to some degree from some of the same people. In regards to this shit right here. So I always knew I was going to figure that part out. That was a code that I cracked early. But yeah, I would just say I adjusted my expectations and I adjusted my goals. You know what I'm saying? They significantly higher. Like, since I started this YouTube shit, I've literally only seen growth. Like right now, it's showing me it's 10 of y'all in here. Like just a couple months ago, I was streaming for 1 or 2 people a day. 1 or 2 people a day. Now, so just in a couple months, that's multiplied by 5. You see what I'm saying? From 1 or 2 to 10, we'd have multiplied that by 5. So you think about a couple months from that, you multiply that by 5. Now you're sitting at 50. A couple months from that, you get what I'm saying? You look up in 5 years and I'm him. You know what I mean? And then I'm tied in with some great minds. You know what I'm saying? With Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug. We got great personalities around here. April, Alyssa, like the channels that I collab with, I got great confidence in them. Y'all consistent. I see y'all getting more consistent. I think that's part of the reason why I adjusted some of my goals too. I'm like, okay, it's a real network out here to really do some shit with, and we could really make some stuff happen. You know what I mean? And make some real business out of this. You know what I mean? So it's definitely far more than a hobby. And I really can't see no way to lose. And I think that's the most exciting part. I can't really see no way to lose. Yeah. Souls of Thought said, classic my guru. Facts. I appreciate it, dog. For sure. But yeah, I can't see no way to lose, man. And so with that being said, it's like, why wouldn't you keep your foot on the gas? You know what I mean? There's no obstructions, no danger, no road hazards. Shit, we just flooring it at this point, bro. I can't even lie. Like, just literally flooring it. And then now I done figured out how to implement some AI tools into my setup to make me even more efficient with pumping out content and shit like that. So we should be monetized on 3 platforms by the end of the year. God be the glory. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a small deal for all of us that's in the content creation space. You know, that's not a small deal. You know, if you can get yourself baseline monetized on 3 different platforms and then just build from there, it's about whether or not you're gonna burn out and stop, or if you're gonna keep your foot on the gas. A person like me, I've been blessed with a cold ass work ethic, so my foot stay down. I got a lead foot with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna burn out. I actually enjoy this. Like, I like it. I like coming on here. Even on the days if I go live at a bad time and it ain't nobody in the chat at all, I'm a strength. Like, this shit, I'm entertaining myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. And when you could do it like that, and you could do it at this level, with this level of consistency, no burnout, and the check ain't even come yet, it's like, what y'all think it's gonna look like when we get to touching 5 figures a month on this shit? Then what it's gonna look like when we get to touching 6 figures a month on this shit? You understand? Like the stuff that the people that's getting that type of bread doing is gonna pale in comparison to what I got for y'all. I didn't already listen off nothing. I done took the chat to Greece. Vlog part 7 coming out in 2 days. I gotta finish up some edits. This one gonna be special. You know what I'm saying? It might become my new intro. Vlog part 7. I done already took the chat to Greece. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not, I don't see no ceiling. You feel me? So that's one thing I had to adjust was my mindset towards this shit. I was looking at it like, all right, we could turn this into some, I could really turn this into some legitimate, good extra side bread. I really got in this shit and I'm seeing the growth and I'm seeing, okay, I'm monetized. Got some super chats coming in today. Shout out to the squad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but before I was able to get super chats, I had people from chat 333 sending me the cash apps. So shit, I was monetized before YouTube told me. I was monetized before YouTube told me. So that's what I'm saying. You put a person like me with a cold ass grind, legitimate talent, if I do say so myself, and you put me in an environment where the earning potential is limitless. It's like y'all done put me into it's like y'all done dumped me into a different form of the stock market. Classic. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't no shit. Y'all tap in with this classic stock because this shit finna go up like Tesla. Classic. Shit. The way I'm seeing this shit, tapping in with me at this point is like getting on Bitcoin early. Classic. Dead ass. He said, big facts. It's a win for sure. No, for sure. Soft Rain said that, yeah, off the muscle. We gonna, man, listen. And then y'all ain't even, this the crazy part. This ain't even my first gift. Wait till we start putting the live shows together and you can get live panels with Souls of Thought, me, Soft Rain, So Savvy, Uncle Plug. You can get live panels, but then I'm gonna get around that motherfucker and do a whole concert for y'all. That's different. Classic. That's different. It's not a what besides DDG, it's not another streamer that could do a panel discussion of some shit. He can't even do the panels because he a IRL streamer. He like a in real life streamer type dude. So he not really a panel discussion type person. So there's literally nobody else in this space that can provide what we able to provide between me and the conglomerate of people that I'm teaming up with. We can do panel discussions. We can do the tonight's conversation type format. We could do live reactions. We can do all these things in a real personal space with a real crowd. And on top of that, y'all get a concert from one of the best rappers on the planet Earth. And that's actually my first gift. Y'all think I'm entertaining on YouTube. Get me in person. Get me in person. Anybody who's in the chat right now that's seen one of my live shows could vouch. So we got some shit that nobody else even has. You have to go, they got to go hire an artist for entertainment. They got to go get, we got everything we need. You see what I'm saying? So when I got to really looking at this shit objectively, I said, shit, I feel like I'm standing in the middle of Fort Knox. I feel like I'm standing, I don't even know if I need all the money that we gonna end up getting off this shit right here. Classic. I don't even know if I need all that. Souls of Thought said, yes, I see that on IG, etc. Trust me, I know it's even better to do the journey with like-minded people. That's facts. That'll be a first. Classic. For me. I got a dope ass team. You know what I'm saying? I got a dope ass team, but in regards to like having some sustained longevity on the climb and shit like that, that's gonna be refreshing for sure. Miles Basket said we all need an outlet for expression, even if just to manage the background noise. Keep it moving. Classic codes. Oh, for sure. Classic. For sure. But I'm just letting y'all know. Norris asked a great question. I'm just letting y'all know there's just so much more in store. Like what y'all seeing on a day-to-day basis is like the freaking infancy of my level of ideas for this shit. You know what I mean? So, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every day. I'm grateful for the moment right now. And because of that, we're going to continue to have more great moments. You know what I mean? If you're grateful for what you got, it's showing that you can handle more. So, you know what I mean? We just going to keep running this shit up for real. Ain't no other way. But yeah, man, if there's no more, anybody else got anything for chat Q&A, shout out to Souls of Thought. I appreciate that question, brother. Anybody got anything else for chat Q&A? If not, we gonna call it one, man. Make sure y'all do all the free shit. Before you spend any money with me, make sure y'all do all the free shit. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. It's the most consistent show on all of YouTube. I'm coming every single day. It ain't, listen, I was out the country dropping. We dropping. It's just what it is, man. So if you tapped in with me, you tapped in with some good shit. We're gonna talk sociology, we're gonna talk entertainment, little bit of tea talk, but all for the bigger picture, man. We trying to get solutions at the end of the day. So if y'all don't do nothing else, you know my final request, make sure you stick to the codes. We got another classic, man.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.